work. One of my most commonly asked questions from a buyer perspective is, how do I buy when I'm not located in Florida? My dream is to buy a vacation home. My dream is to have an investment property. My dream is to move out of the tundra and go down to the great estate, aka Florida. Woo woo. How do I do that? This video is for you. How we buy when you are not located in the state of Florida. Hi, my name is Adrienne Real, owner of KeyQuest Group. I'm a real estate agent located in Florida. This video will outline the 9-ish major steps in the buying process. Let's get rolling. Woo! The first thing that is going to happen, we need to meet and make some introductions. If you are referred to me through somebody that I know, or we know each other from a past life, that process could either happen on the phone through a phone call, or it can happen, my preferred method would be via like a Zoom video call. But that can be a little bit flexible. If you are coming to me from an internet lead, or you found me through like this video, etc., we will for sure meet via video. Why? Well, there's a lot of scammers out in the world, and I need to make some face-to-face contact to make sure that you are a real person, that you say who you are, and keeps me safe. Step number 1, introductions. Little sidebar on meeting via Zoom. I am purposefully doing this video just as I am. I didn't get all fancy. I didn't get all makeup-y. Didn't get, all crazy. It's literally just going to be me and you and whomever else is part of the buying process on a call, and I don't want you to feel intimidated. Will I probably be a little more dressed up because to me that's a business meeting and I'm meeting you for the first time? Sure. But understand, like, this is just me. This is how we're going to be. I know that sometimes people get really nervous, especially if part of your normal day-to-day work doesn't include any sort of video call. Don't be intimidated. That's just it. Don't be intimidated. You can do it. We can do it. I'll help you. Part of that intro, but step number 2 is we will discuss your goals. What are you looking to do? Are you planning to, do you need to sell in order to move? Is this going to be a second home, an investment property? What areas are you looking for? We're going to chat through your goals and what you're looking to do. I will be able to ask a lot of questions to determine if I'm going to be the right person. So number 2, discussing your goals. Number 3, we will chat through my buyer system. I have a 130-point system in place to make sure that we get you from dreaming all the way to closed and in your dream property. From vacation dreams to forever / for now homes. Number 4, this is kind of a number 4A, 4B, 4C, but basically number 4. Chat through buyer representation. We will chat expectations and whether or not we are a match. So buyer representation, that's a whole separate video, but in a nutshell, what it means to be a single agent representation, which is how I prefer to work, and then answer any of your questions. That number 4, we're going to talk buyer rep, we're going to talk expectations, and we're going to determine if we are a match. And that's a two-way street here. We want to make sure that your goals can be served in the best manner possible, and I may or may not be that. 5, this is probably the most fun actually. How do I tour homes when I'm not located here? I will schedule a tour, and I do an extremely thorough video recording of a tour. So I record the neighborhood, I record the outside of the home, I record the inside of the home, and then I also will take note of things like water heater, HVAC, all of that, so that you have all that information. That will get sent to you via a private link to a private YouTube video where you're able to watch the video, share the video with whomever you want, pause the video, rewind the video, etc. So you're really able to thoroughly see a house, probably actually a little bit more time or more thorough than you would if you were in person. You have that luxury of being able to have that video, review that video, and then if you do really like the home, I can schedule a second interview or second showing, and then we will either do a live video call where I walk and talk with you, or I will go back and do another video of areas of questions. So for example, let's say that we were reviewing it and you maybe didn't catch something that was in a family room. Maybe you want the size of the family room. And I usually do have measurements, but say something very specific, like give me the dimensions on that wall. I need to make sure that my dream aquarium fits. I don't know. It's whatever you have. We can go back and more thoroughly dive into the home. But you can wall that in, but nice size room. I believe that every single one of the LVTs is going to need to be pulled in this house. It smells like animal, so I don't know which one it would be, but anyway, so this is it's kind of had a really cool modern look to the front. All right, let's take a peek down the side yard here. So, excuse me, this one has kind of an open side to the neighbor. The other house could give you an idea of what possibly could be done with some landscape at some point. Here, this is that hedge, similar to the other one, but a little bit less. Really nice palm trees. Some repairs, so you can see that there's still a pallet right there. But this neighborhood is, I guess I would call it sort of it's changing. So they have got some of the more original homes. The house down there looks like it's going to be torn down. That one right there looks like it sustained some damage. Looks like it's also having some work done to it. Across the street is a lot. Number 6, making an offer. Say that you do love that home, you reviewed it, you've made the decision that you want to put in an offer. I have clients that have put in an offer sight unseen, meaning they haven't actually been here in person and walked the home themselves. They've done it via my feet, my eyes, my nose, because I will also give you smell-o-vision, and my ears if we're located somewhere that's really loud. Anyway, offer. You'll have been provided with a market analysis, which is comps of recently sold homes, not just homes on the market. And we'll go together with a pricing strategy of what price we should make an offer, or should put in on the offer. I'd call it 6.A or 6.B. Full inspections into this as well. So let's make an assumption that you've put an offer, it includes inspections, and the offer is accepted, and it's contingent on that inspection. I am present, so I am literally you. Here in Florida. So on inspection day, I'll be there at the beginning, present anything that's specific requests from you, the client. The inspector will do their thing. I always am there at the end so that they can walk me through what they found. I can ask questions. I also usually do a recording of that conversation so that then you get that as well, and then you and I will have follow-up conversation, and any questions that you might have that I didn't think to ask then can be passed to your inspector. Picked out the roof, so that looks good, so that's awesome. So I'll... Part 7. Made it to the closing week. During closing week, a lot happens. One of those would be your final walkthrough. Again, sometimes clients, that's the first time they've seen the house. I had a family that I literally met them in person for the walkthrough the week of close. That was very fun. That was very exciting. They got to see the home. We did the walkthrough, made sure that the home was in like condition to the day that we reviewed it, put in the offer. You know, aren't here in person. I've also done that as well, where people literally didn't see the home till after close and they came down and they had their little keys. I'm also you during that walkthrough and you're not here. So I'm opening cabinets, I'm opening drawers, I'm turning on all of the appliances. I'm going through my multi-point checklist for that walkthrough, which you would also be receiving as well. So that gets us to the close. Modern times, I think post crap, there's lots of closings that don't happen in person. So your title company will provide you with all of the documentation that you will need in order to close and make that final purchase. So we'll coordinate an assistant that will make sure that all of those little I's are dotted, T's are crossed, and that nothing slips through the cracks for your actual close. And then we get to move on to number 8, which will be post-close. So you're the homeowner. Yeah! Woo! We've made it! Ah, exciting. We will celebrate. Hopefully you'll be down here and we can go out to eat. Hopefully for dinner. Hopefully for some drinks. Woo woo! And then I'm always here for you. My favorite parts about could I have said that more Minnesotan? One of my favorite parts about this job is basically making friends for life. My entire intention along the way of this entire process of representing you as your agent, as your representation, is that in the end, I've done such a good job that we want to hang out. Now, am I going to be BFFs with everybody? No. Maybe you won't want to be a BFF with me. I don't know. But we should always be able to stay in communication. If we get to a point where there's something that we don't want to have any communication after, that means I have failed. So all this to say, once you have closed, you, in my mind, you're still my client. Technically your contract's done at that point, but you know what I'm saying. So editing, Adrienne here. As I was editing this video, I realized I completely spaced asking you to give me a follow, a subscribe, a thumbs up, and then also, how the heck do you work with me? So somewhere over here, I'll put up a couple of little bubbles of contact information. It'll also be in the description below. One other thing, right at the end of the quick video playthrough of my buyer guide. If you are interested in learning more, again, with one of these, wherever the heck it ends up, let me know and I will send you your free comprehensive buyer's guide to work with me. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Cape Coral, it's a lifestyle.